Yeah, I think. Would you like to be closer? Then we can bring them. 야, 이렇게 가깝게 하실 수 있어요? 움직여. 안 하면 it's okay. Because the line is too short. Okay, 합시다. Nobody is going to you too.
We may be. I mean, if we stand here, it's close.
근데 여기서 말씀하시면 안 되지. 마이크가 있어야지. 이거 드리면 안 돼. 그리고 내가 그냥 설명 그냥 해도 돼.
그러면 여기로 나가는 게
영어로만.
영어로만 나가나요?
괜찮지 뭐. The main thing is him.
이거를 넣고
Yeah. Why don't you? Because you know that's good.
Yes.
이건 어떠나? 괜찮아?
대부분이 우리 교회 교인이기 때문에 너무나 반갑습니다. 그래서 오늘 이 알츠하이머에 대해서 참 전문가이신 투른 박사님을 모셨는데, 이분은 뉴욕 대학에서 의과대학을 졸업하시고 한 10년 동안 이제 활동을 하시다가 주로 내과 전문의로 활동을 하시다가 뜻이 있어가지고 이 알츠하이머에 대한 연구를 시작을 하셔가지고 지난 한 10여 년 동안을 여기에 대해서 많은 것을 연구하시고 또 아직도 연구하시면서 여기에 대해서 모든 시민들에게 좀 더 알고 준비하고 배울 수 있는 것을 가르치기 위해서 일선에 나오셔서 조그만 그룹이든 큰 그룹이든 아주 헌신적으로 말하자면은 전도사같이 이 알츠하이머에 대해서 이렇게 전하고 계십니다. 그리고 지금 하고 있는 것에 제일 중요한 거에 하나는 이 알츠하이머의 약이 나오는데 이 약이 정말 도움이 되느냐? 근데 현재까지는 도움되는 약은 없고, 도움은 안 되지만은 더 계속 발전하는 것을 억제하는 정도까지는 약이 나와 있습니다. 그래서 앞으로 더 좋은 약을 개발하기 위해서 I guess 80 years, right? Limit, yeah. 80세 이상이면은 안 되고 80세 이하 되시는 분들에게는 내가 여기에 대해서 최신 약을 한번 내가 사용해 보고 싶다. 그런 분을 또 그런 지원자들을 구하고 싶은 것도 이 박사님이 하시는 일이 하나입니다. 그래서 이제 나오셔가지고 얘기를 듣기로 하겠습니다. So you gonna come here or over there? Okay. So without further introduction, I'd like to invite Dr. Turns.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay? Good, good. Yeah. I'll come closer to you guys. Yeah. This is good because now you can ask me questions, right? So she's being a teacher to be quiet. Oh, yes. I'm a physician and I'm also a medical missionary. So every year I go to a different country to do missions to provide medical care. But today I want to talk to you about keeping our brains healthy. Yeah. So this is not a one-way lecture. I want this to be a conversation. You can ask me questions, we can chat, okay? Because I want to be able to answer any questions or concerns that you have about memory. Does that sound good? Yeah? Yeah? Yes. Yes. Does anyone here know somebody who have problem with Alzheimer's, dementia? Yeah. Oh, no, you guys are good. Does- In Orange County, Alzheimer's, dementia, is the number 3 cause of death in Orange County. Number 3 cause of death. Yeah. Does anyone know the number 1 cause of death? Uh, heart attack. Heart attack. Yeah, heart attack number 1. What's number 2? Cancer. Cancer number 2. Number 3, Alzheimer's. Cause death. Yeah, so it is a big problem in Orange County, Alzheimer's. Does anyone know why it's number 3? Too many old people? Like how? How long? It depends. It depends on how healthy the rest of your body is. Because Alzheimer's is a problem with the brain, right? So if you get Alzheimer's up here, but the rest of your body is healthy, then you live a long time. But if you have Alzheimer's and the rest of your body has many problems, then not long. But in Orange County, one of the reasons why it's the number 3 cause of death is because we live longer in Orange County than the entire country. In Orange County, good weather? Yes. In Orange County, we live probably 4 to 5 years longer than all of America. That's good, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. You all understand me? Yeah, you guys are good. No need for translation. Yes. no problem. But it's not only because of getting older. There's other reason why it's the number 3 cause of death. It is our diet, our nutrition, what we eat, what we don't eat. It's how we live. Those things are more important than your age when it comes to Alzheimer's risk. How do we know this? We know this because there are many countries in the world where the people there, they live as long as we do in Orange County, right? They live up to their mid-80s, their 90s, but they don't get Alzheimer's. There's no Alzheimer's in many other countries. That's not number 3, right? It maybe is number 10, number 11, not number 3. So they live as long as we do. So it's not only age, right? It's other things besides that. Does anyone know what causes Alzheimer's? Stress? Loneliness, stress. Yeah, that's some of it, yes. Yes. Do you guys know that there is a abnormal protein that collects in the brain that causes Alzheimer's? We call it the Alzheimer's plaque, like a plaque that builds up. Yeah, so everyone here have heard about the plaque that causes heart disease, right? The plaque causes clogging, it clogs your artery, right? That's the cholesterol plaque. So there is a plaque in the brain that causes Alzheimer's. The name of the plaque is amyloid. Amyloid. Now, we know that every patient who has Alzheimer's have the plaque, 100%. We also know if you do not have the plaque, you do not have Alzheimer's. Right? Yes, why does it build up? Great question. Great question. Of course, that's why we're here, right? That's why we're here. Yes. So the question is, does the plaque causes the Alzheimer's, or is the plaque just connected with the Alzheimer's, right? Like the Alzheimer's create the plaque, or the plaque create the Alzheimer's, right? It does. But what we do know is that if the Alzheimer's is there, the plaque is always there, 100%. Yeah. So, in a healthy, normal brain, right? A brain that is healthy, a brain that is normal, each of us have around 100 billion brain cells. Normal brain, 100 billion brain cells. That's a lot of brain cells, right? Billion? Oh, a lot of brain cells. And each brain cell, they talk to one another. One brain cell will talk to the next brain cell. That brain cell will talk to the next brain cell. Our brain cells, they're always talking to one another.
내 안에 있는 그 세포들이 다 연결되어 있어. 자기들끼리 다 신호를 주고받고.
Every time I'm thinking of something, my brain cells is talking when I'm thinking. They're connecting, right? Every time I have a feeling and I'm feeling something, emotion, my brain cells is talking, right? Connecting. Every thinking, every feeling is brain cells talking to one another.
내가 슬플 때거나 기쁠 때거나 모든 감정도 브레인셀이 지금 통화를 해요. 그러니까 1000개, 수억 개 브레인셀이 있는데 저희들이 이렇게 통화를 해요.
Yes. Every memory that I have, every memory is a connection of brain cells talking to one another.
우리가 기억한다 그러는 건 뭐냐? 이 브레인셀들이 저희들이 이렇게 소통을 하는 거예요.
So my memory of having lunch today is maybe these brain cells over here talking. My memory of having breakfast is maybe these brain cells over here talking. Every memory is different brain cells talking.
그래서 내가 오늘 아침에 어디서 식사를 하고 점심을 어디서 식사를 했는데 기억을 하죠. 그 기억을 누가 하느냐? 이 메모리 셀들이 서로 소통을 함으로써 내가 그걸 기억을 하는 거예요.
So the Alzheimer's plaque, this abnormal protein, what it does is that it gets in the way between two brain cells and it prevents the brain cells from connecting.
그래서 그 단백질 떡개가 이렇게 브레인셀에 쌓이는데 그 나쁜 그 프레이크 그걸 아밀로이드라고 그러는데 그 아밀로이드 떡개가 생기면은 이 셀하고 이 셀하고 통화를 하는 거를 절단을 시켜요. 그래서 기억이 안 나는 거죠.
So this plaque, it blocks the communication. And in the beginning, when there's only a small amount of plaque, it's no problem because your brain cell can go around it.
그래서 처음에 이거 시작됐을 프레이크 떡개가 조그맣을 적에는 요령껏 그나마 이 머리에서 이렇게 돌아가면서 이 셀과 이렇게 통화를 하는데 이게 자꾸 떡개가 진해지면은 이게 좀 불가능해지는 거예요.
So in the beginning, when you only have a little bit of plaque, you only have mild memory loss, like forgetting a name or forgetting a word.
그래서 그 떡개가 아밀로이드 단백질 떡개가 조금 있을 적에는 그냥 그 사람 이름 같은 걸 내가 잠깐 잊어버리고 그럴 수는 있는데 이게 심해지면
But over the years, the plaque will build up more and more and more. So the memory loss gets worse as the plaque builds up.
그래서 이 떡개가 많이 쌓일수록 메모리 문제가 더 심각해지는 거예요.
Does anyone know how many years of plaque buildup it takes before your first memory loss with Alzheimer's?
내가 처음 내가 기억력이 정말 나빠졌다고 생각이 들 때까지 이 떡
가는데 몇 년이라도 걸릴 것 같아요. 10 years? 20 years?
Yes. So by the time you have your first memory loss, mild memory loss, this plaque is already building up for 15 to 20 years.
그러니까 벌써 내가 처음으로 자꾸 잊어버린다 그런 증상이 났을 때까지 벌써 한 10년, 15년의 세월이 덮개가 시작하면서 쌓였다는 것을 우리가 현재 알고 있습니다.
저는 지금이라도 저는 70세인데 올부터 하나씩 자꾸 잊어버려요. 그게 어떻게 되는지.
뭘 잊어버린다고요?
뭐를 이렇게 내가 해야 되는데 잊어버린다고.
I supposed to certain things, then I just forgot.
Yes.
What's the problem?
So we can do some memory testing to help you figure out what's going on.
그런 분들을 위해서 테스팅을 해줄 수 있다. 근데 연세가 80 이하에 대해서 테스팅을 해요. 그전 80 이상이었으면 푹 쉬라고 그래. So if 80 years over, do you still testing for me?
If
I'm over 80 years
Oh
old.
yeah, of course, no problem.
Okay, you come to testing.
Any age. Any age. Great question. The question is, how do you detect the plaque? What testing?
그러면 그 떡개가 있는 거 없는 걸 어떻게 테스트를 하느냐, 뭐로 테스트를 하느냐 질문인 겁니다.
So, if you were to ask me 10 years ago, what is the best way to find the plaque? 10 years ago, the answer was autopsy.
만약에 그 질문 10년 전에 했다 그러면은 해결 방법은 머리를 쪼개버리는 수밖에 없어요. 근데 지금은 now
So 10 years ago, it was not a good prevention program. We had to wait till you're dead.
10년 전만 하더라도 뭐 어떻게 테스트할 수가 없었어요. 그렇지만은 지금은 달라졌습니다.
But now, we have brain scan.
브레인 스캔 아시죠?
Yes.
펫 스캔, 브레인 스캔.
Yes. Have you heard of PET scan? PET scan. It's like MRI, but it's PET scan.
들어보셨죠? 펫 스캔이라는 말. 펫 스캔, MRI. 많이 들어보신 이야기죠? 사진 찍는 거예요.
This scan is a special scan. It is not available to the public.
근데 이 특별한 펫 스캔은 모든 사람들에게 퍼블릭에는 알려져 있습니다. 시행할 수가 없게 돼 있어요. 그런데
But this scan is available in research.
그래서 리서치를 하는 분들에게는 이게 열려 있어요. 그래서 이분이 이제 리서치를 하시는데
So I know that there are many from Laguna Woods who come to my office to participate in research so they can get the scan at no cost.
그래서 라구나우드에 많은 손님들이 자기 사무실에 와서 돈 안 내고 테스트를 받을 수 있다는 거예요.
We have scanned, thousands of brains from Laguna Wood. The good news is that probably 80% of the brain scan in Laguna Woods, no plaque.
와, 많은 분들이 이 라구나우드 오신 분들이 이 스캔 사진을 찍어봤는데 대부분이 no plaque.
Yeah, but 20% have plaque. 1 out of 5.
그런데 20%가 그 플레이를 있더라고요. 옛날 경험이거든요.
In research, there is now blood tests to look for the plaque.
네, 요새는 더 좋은 기술이 발전해서 사진을 안 찍고 그냥 피만 뽑아갖고 테스트를 할 수 있는 게 나와 있어요.
Yet at our office, some of the research we do, we provide blood tests to find the plaque.
그래서 자기 사무실에서는 그 방법을 쓰기도 합니다.
But my question to you is, what causes the plaque? Why does the plaque appear?
아까 여기 질문하신 분도 있었는데 왜 그러면 이 플래크라는 게 생기느냐? 덕배가 아밀로이드, 단백질가 생기느냐?
It's a abnormal protein, but it's not caused by eating protein.
음식에서는 프로테인이 아니라 몸에 있는 이상한 프로테인에 의해서 덕배가
The blood test is only available in research, not at the regular doctor. Yes.
질문은 그럼 아무나 다 할 수 있는데 아무나 다는 못하고요. 보통 의사들은 못하고 연구하시기를 원하시는 분들 리서치 센터에서만
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Alzheimer's, everyone lose memory, but about 30% of patients have change in personality. Around 1 out of 3.
질문 성격에 의해서 그럴 수도 있느냐? 네, 대답은 성격이 체인지가 알츠하이머 걸림으로써 성격도 변하지 좋게 변하는 게 아니라 나쁘게 변할 수 있는 거 아니냐? 약 30%가
Yes. 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 Yes, it changes the relationship inside the family. What not only memory, but behavior, personality change. What we see with the personality change is those with Alzheimer's, not everyone, but about 1 out of 3 with Alzheimer's, they get very upset easily angry. Even if their whole life they're very peaceful, they're very nice and gentle, with Alzheimer's, they change personality and they become agitated, like very easily upset. Yeah, it's what we see. Sometimes they get happy. Sometimes very happy. That's the good one. Yes.
다 알아들으세요? Okay. Just simple memory loss and Alzheimer. Is there any difference?
Good question. So, let me explain to you how the brain store up are memory. Okay? The brain store memory like a computer hard drive, right? So you use the computer and you save a file, right? You click save, that file is saved in your computer hard drive, right? So every memory is a file that's in your brain, right? Brain file, one brain file, each memory. The way the brain stores the memory, it is a one long file. The oldest file in your childhood when you're young is stored first. And then the next oldest memory is stored right next to it. And then the next memory is stored right next to it. So it's stored in order of timing, right? So when you're young, high school, college, get married, have job, right? Have babies, grandchildren, you're old, right? So one long file. The newest memory is over here. The oldest memory is over here. One file. Okay?
컴퓨터에 우리가 메모리 파일이 있는 것 같이 우리 기억이 파일이 있는데 우리 옛날 거부터 이렇게 차곡차곡 이렇게 쭉 연속이 되어 있습니다. 근데 최근에 일어난 일이 또 있죠. 예, 오케이. So we call this a long-term memory and a short-term. Okay.
Yes. So the memory here, oh, go ahead.
Her question is, he has a grandparents and parents and great-grandparents. They had a memory problem.
Is it
The
genetic?
question is, his father has no problem, so they can jump, and I can have a memory problem. That's the question. Yeah.
So, yes. So let me answer that.
Yes, yes. 네.
Sorry.
근데 너무 걱정 마세요. 예, 답이 있습니다.
So this long computer file, right? The newest memory is here, the oldest memory is here. The newest memory is what you did 5 minutes ago, what you had for lunch, right? What you did this morning, that's the new memory. The memory over here is your childhood, your college experience, right? So when the Alzheimer's plaque attacked the brain, it attacked this way first. It take away, it eat up the newest memory first. Okay?
알츠하이머가 생기면은 이제 이 기억이 옛날 것부터 쭉 이제 흘러가지는데 오늘 아침에 내가 뭘 먹었지? 기억이 안 나. 그래서 제일 최근 거부터 방해 공작을 시작을 합니다. 그러니까 내가 옛날 거 기억을 해요. 3살 때 뭐 했는지.
So when you first have Alzheimer's, it affects first your short-term memory. What happened today, you forget. Okay?
그래서 short-term memory라고 그래요. 이거는 long-term memory, 오래된 거. What about I was working, helping carpenter, then I don't know where I put my tool. What is that? And I forgot, where is my tool?
But do you remember it later? Or no? Yeah. Sometime, huh? Yeah. So the plaque, the Alzheimer's plaque, it eats the brain cell this way. So the first memory loss is not remembering the conversation you just had 15 minutes ago, right? You don't remember it. And so Do you know, this is why people with Alzheimer's, they ask the same question over and over. Do you know what I'm talking about? They repeat the question. They repeat the question because the short-term memory is gone, right? You talk, you ask questions, and 5 minutes later, it's gone. That's why they repeat the same question, because the short-term memory affected first.
재밌는 얘기인데 노인 되면 자꾸 묻는 질문은 계속 똑같은 걸 하죠. 왜? 잊어버렸으니까. 그래서 제일 먼저 한 최근 거를 내가 다 잊어버려요. 아타크만. 그러니까 자꾸 묻는데 우리는
Yes. And what happens next is that the plaque, it continues to eat the brain cell backward. So in the beginning, you forget the conversation 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. And then after that, you forget the conversation you had yesterday. And then you forget the conversation you had last week, last month, last year. It goes backward. Does that make sense?
So they fight. They fight.
You forget the sermon? Is it a bad sermon? No, I'm just kidding. No.
그러니까 잊어버리는데 깎고 잊어버려요. 그러니까 처음에는 5분 전에 한 걸 잊어버렸는데 이게 더 박아서는 일주일 전에 한 것도 잊어버려요. 한 달 전에 한 것도 또 잊어버려요. 자꾸 이렇게 백업. 그러니까 왜 부부가 싸웠냐면요. 내가 분명히 말해줬는데 내가 그거 찾았다고 그랬잖아. 그러니까 아니야. You never told me that.
It depends. It depends. Some people faster, some people slower. Yes.
Is that the seriousness, severeness of the Alzheimer's determine how fast?
Yes. Yes.
병이 심할 수도 있게 빨리 해요.
이게 얼마나 빨리 가느냐. 그래서 사람에 따라서.
Yes. Yes.
And is this a part of Alzheimer's? When they fabricate,
They make story, make up. Yes. 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 And so people with Alzheimer's, often they remember everything about their childhood when they're younger, but they don't remember what they had for breakfast.
이제 알츠하이머 스테이지에서는 내가 어렸을 적에 먹은 거 다 기억을 하지만은 오늘 아침에 뭘 먹었는지는 기억을 못 해요.
Yes. And what happened is you lose the file, the memory file, right? Each memory, one file. You lose it, and at some point, the file of a funeral disappear. You lose that file. When you lose a funeral file, the person with Alzheimer's think that that person is still alive. They don't know they're dead. This is why sometimes patients with Alzheimer's, they talk about dead people as if they're still around. Does that make sense?
파일이 없어졌어요. 컴퓨터에 있는 파일이. 그러니까 사람이 살았는지 죽었는지 기억이 안 나요. 그러니까 아직도 살아있는 줄 알아요. 죽은 사람도.
Yeah, you lose the memory of a funeral. So if you don't remember the funeral, then that person never died, right? So sometime if you have Alzheimer's, you talk about people who's already dead as if they're still alive.
장례식을 했는데 장례식 한 걸 잊어버렸어요. 그러니까 우리 남편이 아직도 살아 있어요. 꽤 어려워요. Question is, yeah, you got the question? Is some loss or completely lost?
Yes, it can. It progressively get worse over time. So the difference between normal memory loss and Alzheimer's memory loss is this. Normal memory loss, you forget something and then everything's fine, and then you forget something else and then everything's fine. It's not predictable, the memory loss, how often, how frequent. Alzheimer's memory loss, because the plaque eats one way, it gets worse and worse and worse over time. It's not random. So that a patient with Alzheimer's, their memory today is worse than it was 6 months ago. And the memory 6 months ago is worse than it was a year ago. So it slowly gets worse over time. That's Alzheimer's. Normal memory loss, you forget a little bit and then you're fine, and then you forget a little bit. It's not progressive.
보통 알츠하이머 아니고 보통 우리가 나이가 들어가면서 잊어버리는 게 있는데 그 기억력에서는 이렇게 어떤 건 기억하고 어떤 건 안 기억하고 그러는데 이 알츠하이머에서는 지속적으로 이것이 발전이 돼가면서 지속적으로 발전이 돼가면서 잊어버리는 그게 차이예요.
Yes. So when a patient with Alzheimer's, they're missing different file, right? They're missing funeral file. They're missing the grandkid name, right? They're forgetting names of their grandchildren. So their hard drive, their computer hard drive file is different than ours. So their view of reality is different than our view of reality because of those missing files.
알츠하이머가 된 사람은 이 기억에 여러 가지가 들어있는 파일이 없어졌잖아요. 그러다 보니까 내가 현실을 파악하는데 보통 사람이 파악하는 현실과 알츠하이머가 된 사람이 판단하는 현실이 차이가 생기는 거죠.
Let me give you an example. Okay? How did you like the lunch that we had 2 hours ago? Did you enjoy the lunch we both had 2 hours ago? Did we have lunch 2 hours ago? Oh, no, you had lunch with me 2 hours ago. Uh-huh, you and me. Do you remember that? You don't remember it? What's wrong with you?
I didn't see you.
Right?
I met you first.
He's the Alzheimer patient.
Right?
No, I don't remember.
Right? So that's Alzheimer's, right? Because if that's when the Alzheimer's eat up the short-term memory, you don't remember what happened 2 hours ago. Does that make sense? That's why people with Alzheimer's, they ask the same question again and again because they forget the conversation they just had 10, 20 minutes ago. So if I confront her and I say, you don't remember the lunch we had? She don't remember it. Why is that? Because the plaque ate the memory. It did not happen to her. right? Her file disappear, right? Her file disappear. But if this is happening to you all day, and people are coming to you and they're upset, and they're saying, why don't you remember this? Why didn't you remember that? How are you going to feel about that? You're gonna feel upset. You're gonna feel frustrated. This is why people with Alzheimer's have personality changes.
나하고 점심을 같이 했는데 얘기도 했어요, 재밌게. 그래서 내가 물어봐요. 아까 점심 먹은 거 기억하냐? No? 그러니까 아까 점심 먹을 때 얘기한 대로 또 물어보고 또 물어보고 또 물어보는 거예요. 그때 얘기하는 거. 다 잊어버렸으니까. 근데 이런 일이 하루 종일 일어나면 내 기분이 어떻겠어요? 다른 사람에서 아까 했는데 화가 나죠. 그래서 어떻게 되겠어요? 퍼스널리티가 조금씩 변하겠죠. 어떤 말이죠?
Do you understand why patients have personality change? Because they're always arguing with people. People are saying things that they don't remember. So their truth, their reality is different because of the missing memories. And it makes you frustrated because everyone thinks you're crazy when you're not, right? So you're not crazy, you're missing memory file, right? What's the difference? Right? Because your reality is different than the reality of somebody who has all of their memory file. You're missing memory file.
We lived in one house for a long time, and I got lost, and I cannot find my house. And then you said Alzheimer patients only has a problem remembering recent, but this house I lived here for years. Why I cannot find my house?
The same house. Yeah. Did you? So you should definitely talk to a doctor about those situations. It means it has progressed. It has progressed. Yes. Yes.
But I think, like sometimes we use a term forgetting as due to aging or due to Alzheimer's. We don't make a differentiation. So by the time we find out that person not only has a memory loss but also have a personality change, then he's getting far into
Yes. Yes. Accurate. Yes.
우리가 그냥 건강적으로 잊어버렸다고 다 생각하고 웬만큼 이제 어설픈 걸리신 분들이 똑같은 행동을 했을 때 우리 그냥 생각을 안 하고 그냥 나이가 들다 이렇잖아요. 그다음에 그분이 그렇게 바뀌잖아요. 그래서 갑자기 사나워지고 갑자기 자꾸 따지고 그러고 그래요. 그때는 벌써 알츠하이머가 많이 온 거예요. 이제 우리가 처음에 뵀을 때는 그냥 건강식이라고 그냥 받아들여요. 근데 현실적으로 볼 때는 그분은 정말 오래 알고 계십니다. 우리가 못 알아요. 우리가 못 알든지
장로님 말씀은 왜 집을 못 찾느냐? 그러니까 이것이 발전을 해갖고 거기까지 옛날 것까지 파일을 다 잊어버리니까.
근데 식구들 패밀리 얼굴 이런 것도
그렇죠. 식구들 얼굴을 잊어버릴 정도는 많이 발전합니다.
Ooh, that's very,
Don't remember the
that's
family.
very advanced.
Yeah. He said, called the brother to his wife. To her.
That's advanced Alzheimer's. It's very advanced. That's serious case. Yes. So, what causes the plaque? Right? What caused the plaque? Let's talk about it. Yes. So, one cause is genetic.
그럼 뭐가 그 플레이크를 아밀로이드 단백질 프로크를 떡게를 만드느냐? 첫째는 유전.
But here's something you should know about genetic. If you have the Alzheimer's gene, the genetic, if you have it, it does not guarantee that you will get Alzheimer's.
근데 좋은 뉴스는 여러분이 그러한 그 유전자를 부모님한테서 물려받았다 하더라도 당신이 알츠하이머가 된다는 거는 아닙니다. 이게 좋은 뉴스예요. 예.
Why is that? Why is it not guarantee that you have Alzheimer's if you have the gene? It is because lifestyle, nutrition, eating, what you eat, what you don't eat, how you exercise, how much sleep you get, lifestyle is more important than the gene.
그럼 왜 진이 있는데도 안 걸리느냐 하면은 진보다 더 중요한 게 내 생활 스타일, 어떻게 친구를 배우려고 하고 무엇을 먹고 어떻게 운동하고 어떻게 생각하고 이 모든 내 라이프 스타일이 큰 역할을 하기 때문입니다. 그래서 소망이 있습니다. 라구나 우드에 오시면은 라이프 스타일이 바뀌니까
Yeah.
안 걸려
Yes.
많아요.
Ooh.
와, huge question.
There is over 30 causes in lifestyle, over 30. Okay? So,
질문이 그러면 그 라이프 스타일 중에 뭐가 제일 중요하냐? 대답은 적어도 30가지가 있으니까.
also, if you do not have the gene, if you do not have the genetic for Alzheimer's, it does not guarantee that you will not get Alzheimer's.
반대로. 나는 진이 없으니까 문제 없다 그러는데 그건 또 아니에요. 안심하면 안 돼요.
Why is that? Because lifestyle is more important than the gene.
왜 그러냐? 어떤 생활을 하느냐, 어떤 스타일의 생활 스타일에 따라서 이게 더 중요하기 때문에.
In the United States, in America, 1 out of 4 people have the gene.
미국 실제로 보면은 미국 사람은 4사람 중에 한 사람이 지인을 가지고 있습니다.
The name of the gene is the ApoE4 gene. It is the most common gene to detect the risk for Alzheimer's, but it's not the only gene. There are many other genes that can cause Alzheimer's. The most common one, ApoE4. 1 out of 4 of us in the US have this gene. 1 out of 4.
그리고 E4라고 그러는 지인이 있는데 그것이 이제 알츠하이머를 만드는데 1 out of 4.
25%.
25% 사람들이 가지고 있어요.
So, what are these 30 plus reasons, factors that can cause plaque production? Rather than giving you all 30 something because you're going to run out of writing space, right? Run out of note space, I'm going to put all these factors into 3 categories.
그래서 그 30대에
category number 1 is circulation category. Circulation, blood flow.
피가 이렇게 흐르죠. 서큘레이션. 혈액순환. 그래서 제 한 가지 카테고리는 혈액순환. 그것이
In any health problem that causes bad circulation to your body, bad circulation to your heart, also cause bad circulation to the brain.
그래서 우리 건강 상태에서 이 서큘레이션이 프로블럼이 있으면은 그것이 역시 우리의 두뇌에 영향을 준다 이거예요.
If I took 10 Alzheimer's patients, 8 of them have high blood pressure.
10사람 알츠하이머 환자를 조사해 보면은 8 people has a heart problem,
High blood pressure.
high blood pressure, 고혈압.
Yes.
그러니까 고혈압을 가진 분은 알츠하이머 확률이 많다는 거죠.
Because blood pressure, high blood pressure, is a circulation problem.
고혈압은 서큘레이션 문제예요.
If I took 10 patients with Alzheimer's, 4 of the 10 have diabetes.
근데 알츠하이머 가진 그 병원 가진 사람을 조사해 보면은 10사람에서 4사람이 다이아베틱, 병이죠. 다이아베틱. 그러니까 다이아베틱이 된 사람은 보통 아닌 사람보다 확률이 높은 거죠.
Did you know that the result of diabetes is circulation problem?
결국은 다이아베틱이 뭐냐? 서큘레이션. 피가 안 돌으니까 발가락을 잘라야 되잖아요. 서큘레이션.
Many people think diabetes is a problem with the high sugar. But the high sugar does not kill you. The high sugar causes problem with the circulation. And then the circulation causes the heart attack, the stroke, right? The end result of diabetes, heart attack, stroke, is circulation.
당뇨병. 당분이 사람 죽이는 게 아니라 당분이 서큘레이션 프로블럼을 커즈를 해갖고 서큘레이션 문제로 인해서 하트아타크도 있을 수 있고 여기서 뇌가 있어요. 그러니까 연관이 되는 거죠. 그 전체 건강 문제와 알츠하이머 연결이 돼요.
Did you know in the United States, 2 out of 3 people have either diabetes or pre-diabetes? 2 out of 3 of us.
I'm pre-diabetes. 두 사람 중에 3사람이면은 I'm sorry. 3사람 중에 2사람? 다이아베티스. 진짜 다이아베티스거나 다이아베티스 바로 직전이거나 그거 우리가 보더라인 다이아베티스.
Borderline, yes.
근데
Yes.
내 나이가 되면 다 보더라인 다이아베티스.
Yes, get close to diabetes. Close to diabetes. Yeah, this is why Alzheimer's is a problem in America. We are all high blood pressure, we're all diabetes, close to diabetes, borderline diabetes, right? It's our lifestyle.
내가 이분을 왜 알츠하이머 전도사라고 그러는지 알아세요? 이게 모든 질병이 알츠하이머 직접 연관이 되는 거란 말이죠. First problem, circulation problem.
So if I took 10 patients with Alzheimer's, right, So remember, 8 have high blood pressure, 4 have diabetes, 3 of the 10 have heart problem. 3 of the 10 Alzheimer patients have heart problem. Because heart problem is circulation problem.
그러니까 얼마나 이 서큘레이션 프로블럼이 중요하다는 걸 아실 수 있죠. 얼마나 이것과 이 서큘레이션 프로블럼과 알츠하이머가 연관이 되고 있다는 거죠. 이게 참 재미있는 얘기예요. 이분이 아주 정확하게 아주 설명을 해요.
And also, many patients with Alzheimer's have high cholesterol.
와우.
This is bad news. We gotta pray more.
그 알츠하이머 환자를 또 조사해 보니까 많은 사람들이 콜레스테롤 프로블럼이 또 있다는 거예요.
Yes. Because what does cholesterol do to your circulation? It clogs up the circulation, right?
콜레스테롤 프로블럼이라는 것은 혈관을 접혀주지 않아요. 그러니까 서큘레이션이 잘 되겠어요, 안 되겠어요? 서큘레이션. So it causes Alzheimer.
So, the same reason for heart problem, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, the same reason for heart problem is the same reason for Alzheimer's.
그러니까 하트 어택이나 다이아베티스나 뭐 하이프레셔나 하트 문제나 여기에 영향을 받는 행동이나 한 사람은 알츠하이머에 연관이 되는 거죠.
So if you want to decrease your risk for Alzheimer's, you decrease your risk for heart disease.
그러니까 결론으로 말하자면 내가 알츠하이머에 걸리지 않기 위해서는 서큘레이션 프로블럼, 하이퍼프레셔, 다이아베티스 이런 가능성을 적게 줄이는 것이 very important. 우리 그런 거 몰랐죠, 우리가. 전도사님이 아주 잘 정확하게 말씀하셨어요.
Yes. So that is category number 1.
그거 이제 일부예요. 세 개가 있다고 그랬어요. One category. Second category.
Category number 2 is inflammation.
Inflammation이라는 거는 염증이라는 거예요.
Yes.
I went to cataract surgery and they said I might have inflammation in my eye.
Oh no!
염증이에요, 염증. Inflammation. 근데 염증이 또 필요한 거예요. 그게 고친다는 거거든요. 네.
So is inflammation a good thing or a bad thing?
그러면 이 염증이라는 게 좋은 겁니까, 나쁜 겁니까?
Not good.
네.
What is inflammation? What is it? Like arthritis? That's inflammation. What is inflammation?
그러면 그 염증이라는 게 뭐예요? Okay, when you cut the finger, inflammation,
Yeah.
it's swollen.
Swollen.
Get bad.
Yes. You injure your finger, it
Yeah.
swell up, right? Yeah, yeah. So how many of us have had the flu before? Flu infection.
감기 들어오신 사람 있으세요? 감기. 감기 안 들어오신 사람 있어요?
Yeah. What is one of the first symptom of the flu? Fever, right?
똑똑하시네. 감기가 들면 제일 먼저 무슨 증상이 나요? 열이 오죠.
Fever. Did
목이 아프고,
yeah,
throat.
sore throat, right? Did you know that fever is just inflammation?
fever라는 게 뭐냐? inflammation이라는 말이에요. inflammation 생기면 열이 나요.
Because your body gets hot, right? It's trying to fight the flu virus. So it gets inflammation. That's why you have fever.
염증이라는 게 뭐냐? 이게 다른 균이 들어오면 싸워서 이기려고 전쟁을 하니까 열이 올라가는 거죠.
But having a fever is not necessarily a bad thing. It's your body trying to fight the virus, right?
Right. 그러니까 염증이 되는 게 나쁜 게 아니에요. 이게 병을 고치려고 지금 전쟁이 일어나서 생기는 거니까.
Having a fever is when your immune system, right? You have immune system cells, like the white blood cell. When your immune system is fighting the virus, is attacking the virus, the result of the attack is the fever. The inflammation is the result of the attack.
그러니까 외부 이게 들어오면은 여기서 싸우기는데 싸우는 증거로 그 염증이 생기고 열이 올라가는 거예요. 그러니까 not necessarily bad inflammation 나쁜 건 아니란 말이죠. 예.
So what is bad is if you have the fever every day of the month, every day of the year. Long-term fever, that's not normal, right?
이제 문제는 만약에 하루 이틀 열이 있는 거는 문제가 아니에요. 싸우느라고 했습니다. 근데 그것이 오늘, 내일, 모레 계속 된다면은 that's a serious problem.
So what is bad is chronic inflammation. Chronic means long-term inflammation.
그러니까 장기적 염증은 그게 문제라 이거예요.
It is like going into a war and then you're trying to shoot the bad guy, but you accidentally shoot the good guy.
와. 근데 이 염증이 나쁜 게 뭐냐 하면은 적과 싸우는데 어쩌다가 악으로 쌓는 경우가 있어요. That's the problem.
Because chronic inflammation, fever every day, is when the immune system gets confused and it starts to hurt its own body.
그러니까 이 장기화될 적에는 이 이뮤 시스템에 컨퓨즈가 돼갖고 자기 몸을 오히려 아태크하게 된다. 그러면 이게 문제가 되는 거예요. 예.
So the immune system is trying to fight something bad, something it does not recognize, like a virus, bacteria, some toxin, something that should not be in the body. The immune system sees that, it attacks it, it gets the inflammation. That attack is okay, but if the inflammation and the attack is every day, it sometimes hurts its own body, right? Long-term inflammation.
그러니까 이 전쟁이 계속 오래되면은 어떻게 되냐면 적과 싸우는 것도 싸우는 거지만 내 몸을 허트하게 돼요.
Did you know that most of the disease we have can be connected to inflammation?
근데 우리 많은 병들이 이 인플레이메이션과 염증과 연관되는 경우들이 많이 있습니다.
For example, let's pick a part of our body. We can pick the different diseases of that part, and I can connect it to inflammation.
우리 몸에 고장이 나면은 그 왜 고장이 나는가를 생각해 볼 적에 염증과 연관되는 병이 많이 있습니다.
So let's pick some part of our body. Let's say like the lungs.
가령 렁, 폐를 한번 생각해 봅시다.
What are some of the diseases of the lung?
폐 무슨 병이죠? 폐병이겠지. 무슨 병이 있어요? 폐렴.
Pneumonia, yes, pneumonia is inflammation of the lung caused by the infection, right? Whether it's COVID or bacteria, right? It causes inflammation of the lung that causes pneumonia. So pneumonia is inflammation.
폐렴 병을 인플라메이션 염증이라고 하죠.
asthma.
에즈마도 염증.
Yeah. Asthma is inflammation of your lung. Asthma is when your immune system does not like something it's exposed to, like a perfume or something attacked your lungs, you have the asthma. So the asthma is your immune system basically causing inflammation that causes you to start wheezing, you cannot breathe. It's because of inflammation.
왜 에즈마도 뭐냐? 외부의 균이 들어오는데 숨과 관계가 되는 거죠. 거기서 싸우는 동안에 염증이 생기는 것이 에즈마입니다.
Or emphysema. Emphysema is also called COPD. It's people who smoke, right? Smoker, they damage their lung. So emphysema, when you have a emphysema attack and you cannot breathe, that's just inflammation.
엠파시마라고 하는 병이 있는데 무슨 병인지 아세요? Can you explain what the emphysema is?
You no smokers, good. No worries. Yeah, that's good.
담배를 많이 피우면은 기관지가 나빠져가지고 숨을 잘 못 쉬게 되잖아요. 엠파시마.
Yes.
그게 뭐냐면 또 염증과 연관.
Yes. Or there's a condition called bronchitis.
Oh.
Have you heard of bronchitis? Bronchitis is just inflammation of the tube, the bronchial tube of the lung. Bronchitis is just inflammation.
기관지 호흡이 잘안되는 거. 왜? 호흡기관지에 염증이 생겨요.
Yes. So you see in the lung, we name several different conditions, but they all link to inflammation.
롱에도 보면 여러 가지 병이 있지만은 결국은 무와 연관이 되느냐? 염증, 인플라메이션.
Yes. Pick another part of the body. How about the GI tract, right? Your intestine, your stomach. What are some of the health conditions of the GI tract?
Also, 소화기관을 한번 생각해 보면은 무슨 병이 있죠? 우선 울개양 그 사람들이 많아요.
Yes, ulcer is inflammation.
위염.
Yes. Heartburn, acid reflux. Heartburn is inflammation of your stomach and your esophagus from too much acid. That's inflammation.
위에서 산이 많이 생겨갖고 생기는 위염, 염증, inflammation.
Yes. Having problem like pancreatitis, right? Inflammation of the pancreas.
캔크레타이스는 신장 맞아요. 신장염.
Yes.
그것도 염증. 염증 붙으니까 염증. 그러니까 한국말로 염증 붙으면 다 이거 인플라메이션이에요.
신경으로 95%가 염증은
Yes.
95%.
어디가 아파요?
신경.
신경?
Shingles. Nerve pain. Yes. That's skin problem, like a rash, right? So the skin, there are many types of condition of the skin, right? So having shingles, do you know what shingles is? Shingles is inflammation, right? Yes.
신근에는 무서운 병 있죠, 아픈 데. 그것도 염증에 속한데.
Yes. Having another skin problem called eczema.
엑스마라고 하는데
Eczema.
살 피부 문제.
Eczema is inflammation of the skin. What about psoriasis?
뭐,
Back here.
뭐 이게 그냥 허를 우러는 거 있잖아요.
Psoriasis is inflammation of the skin. Do you see how everything is connected to inflammation?
그러니까 이 많은 병들이 이렇게 inflammation,
Yes.
category 2.
Yes. The joints, arthritis. Yes, arthritis is inflammation of the,
관절염, 염 inflammation.
right? There are many type of arthritis. There's osteoarthritis, there's rheumatoid arthritis, there's gout. It's all types of arthritis, but same inflammation.
모든 염증, 오스라이티스요, 관절염.
What do we call inflammation of the brain?
왜 그러면 인플라메이션 생기면 뭐라고 그러죠? 알츠하이머.
Yes, yes, Alzheimer's. Yes, you're right. Alzheimer's is inflammation of the brain. Right? How do we know that?
그거 어떻게 알죠?
Yeah. How do we know that? We know that because when we do autopsy, right, of people with Alzheimer's who died, not only do we find the plaque, but all around the plaque is inflammation cells.
왜 우리가 알츠하이머 죽은 사람을 머리를 한번 쫙 탭을 해보니까 그 부분에 염증이 다닥다닥 붙어있다는 거예요. 그러니까 알츠하이머 페이션트와 염증이 대단한 밀접한 관계가 있다는 거예요.
So inflammation is category number 2.
이게 염증 넘버 2.
Okay.
First circulation. 맞죠?
Circulation number 1.
Circulation, 염증.
Inflammation
이거 두
number
가지
2.
꼭 기억하세요. 알츠하이머 환자 왜? Circulation and 염증.
Yeah. So category number 3 that causes Alzheimer's, causes plaque, is toxin, poison, like different types of poisons, toxin.
독. 세 번째 카테고리는 포이즌, 독. 독의 몸에 들어오면 이것이 알츠하이머를 자극하고.
So
포이즌. 어떤가? 활성산소, CSST. 오케이. 저 얘기할 때는 기다려보세요. 너무 급하지 마시고.
So, let me give you an example of toxin. Okay? People who live in the city with a lot of pollution, right? If you live in the city with high pollution, you have a higher risk of Alzheimer's than those who live in city with low pollution.
이게 도시에 살다 보면은 소위 pollution, 공해. 공해가 뭐냐? 독이죠. 그래서 도시에 사는 분들이 알츠하이머 걸릴 환자가 농촌에서 공기 좋은 데 사시는 보다 높습니다.
So that is toxin in the air, right? Pollution is toxin in the air you breathe. That's toxin, right?
공기에 pollution이죠. 공기에 거기에 톡신, 독이 들어 있어요. 해로운 물질이 들어 있어요. 그걸 마시니까 병이 날 수밖에 없어요.
If you breathe a lot of dust all the time, it's not healthy.
His concern, he was living in back
Fit-
east.
Yes, clean
Air
air.
was clean. Came here, so much dust, he said. But here, On the other hand, they said people live in Laguna Woods live very long. So what's the problem?
That's why you're wearing a mask. No dust. Just have to wear it year round. Yes. 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 Yeah, so dust is one reason of 30 plus reasons, right? Many is one factor. So all the factor combined is what increase your risk.
보고서 이것 때문에 난 못 살겠다 그런 게 아니라 거의 30개가 써 있어요. 그러니까 더 좋은 것도 많고요.
Yes. Is dust pollution? If you breathe it, then it's not good. It's not. You should only breathe air, not anything else.
이은주 씨가 아주 유머가 많으신 분인데 더스트는 지금 걱정이 더스트예요. 먼지. 그러니까 먼지는 마시지 마시고요. 공기만 마시라고요. 그러면 문제가 없습니다.
Yeah. But is toxin only in the air? Can you get toxin from other reason? Yes, your food. Food has toxin, right? So food that has all the preservative, right? Food that is processed, that's all chemical, right? All chemical. That's toxin.
근데 그 턱수는 공기에만 있는 거 아니에요? 우리 먹는 음식에도 있죠.
Right?
거기다 뭐 색깔을 넣는다든지 프리저버티브 오래 갈 수 있게 하기 위해서 또 약품을 넣죠. 이게 다 독이 되는 거예요.
How many of you are like me? You like to eat steak,
스테이크 좋아하시는 분이세요?
right?
완전-
Yeah, right? Steak. Yeah. So when you eat a steak, are you only eating the steak? Is there anything else in the meat?
스테이크 잡실 때 거기 뭐 또 들어있죠? 뭐가 있어요?
Let's say the fat, you cut the fat out, right?
팻이 나쁘다고 해서 팻을 잘라버렸습니다. 그 고기에 뭐가 나왔을까요? 아직도?
But are you only eating the steak? What else are you eating in the beef?
그라스? 프리크로스? 예? 하죠. 이 양반이 호르몬이라고 그러는데 This woman said hormone.
Hormone.
Yeah, you eat
Yes, yes, because
smart woman, she's my wife.
that's why her memory is so good,
Yeah.
right? Hormone. Do you know that the cow, right, when they have all the cow, they inject the hormone into the cow. Why do we do that? Why do we inject hormone into the cow?
요새는
Grow faster. Yes.
요새는요 농장에서 소를 기를 적에 그냥 풀만 먹이지 않고 호르몬 주사하고 왜? 막 자라는 He said they feed the corn. So
Yes.
in order to digest, they feed the hormone.
Yes,
he
yes,
said.
yes. So, yes. So when you eat steak, you're not only eating steak, you're eating hormone, right? You also eating, what else do we pump into our cow beside hormone? What else? Antibiotic.
Yeah.
Why do we pump antibiotic into our cow? Why do we do that? Yeah, because we do not want the cow to get infected and die, right? So over the lifespan of the cow, we inject antibiotic to give that cow healthy, right? To keep it from dying, from getting sick. So when you're eating the steak, you're eating antibiotic, you're eating hormone, you're eating processed corn, you're eating fertilizer that, you know, because the corn eat the grass, the cow eat the grass. How do you know that the grass was not sprayed by fertilizer? How do you know? Do they tell you on the label? Yeah. So do you understand now that when the food that we eat, right, our immune system, our white blood cell, our immune system is sitting in the blood and it's watching your steak get digested, right? Your steak is digesting, but also in the blood is now seeing the hormone, the antibiotic, the fertilizer. What does the immune system do when it sees something that should not belong there?
We have to fight.
It fight. It fight, right? It,
You get fever.
yeah, and when the immune system fight, what do you create? Inflammation, right? You create inflammation.
그러니까 여러분이 스테이크 맛이 좋다고 잡수시는데 거기엔 뭐가 들어있느냐? 많은 독이 들어있다는 거예요. 쉽게 얘기해서. 안티바이오틱 소에다 자꾸 줍니다. 왜냐하면 병들지 말라고. 그걸 또 우리가 먹어요. 또 농사지어 갖고 콘에다가 그냥 포테라지 막 해갖고 소 사찌게 해야 됩니다. 그것도 우리가 농사지어 뿌린 거 농약을 다 먹습니다. 먹고 보니까 배불러.
So the
food now.
So the food you eat could have the toxins, right? Depending on what you eat, what we pump into our cow or chicken, what we spray into the grass, the fertilizer, the food that we eat is the toxin. And the toxin causes the inflammation, and the inflammation causes the Alzheimer's. Do you see the connection? Right?
그래서 이제 다 돌고 돕니다. 그래갖고 올사이머가 됩니다.
So no more Korean barbecue? Oh, I'm just kidding. I love Korean barbecue. Yes. So those are the three categories: toxin, inflammation, circulation. They all connect.
아셨죠? 세 가지 꼭 기억하세요. Circulation, inflammation, and poison. 이것이 만병의 근원이 되고 알츠하이머의 근원이 돼요. 그러니까 모든 병이 다 연관이 돼 있어요. 그러니까 우리가 건강해지려면 힘들다.
Do you understand now why Alzheimer's is the number 3 cause of death? It's our lifestyle.
여러분 이유를 확실히 아셨습니까? 왜 알츠하이머가 세 번째 가장 중요한 병이 되는 거예요? 심장병, 캔서, 알츠하이머. 옛날에는 알츠하이머가 5째, 6째, 7째 이렇게 됐었어요. 근데 이게 깡충깡충 기어올라가고.
So, would you like to know how to prevent the plaque?
결론적으로
Okay. I'm going to give you 6 things to do to prevent the plaque. 6 things.
답을 드릴 6가지. How about 9?
The other 3 is bonus. Right? No, just kidding.
6가지
Okay.
예방을 하기 위해서 필요한 게 있습니다. 그거를 말씀드리겠습니다.
Okay. Number one, exercise. Physical exercise. We recommend 30 minutes of exercise a day, every day. Hmm? Walking is okay. Any 30 minutes a day, as long as you get your heartbeat high, right? You're exercising, your heartbeat is increasing. 30 minutes a day. Yeah. If you cannot do 30 minutes a day because your back hurt, your knee hurt, then you can split it up to 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon, as long as it adds to 30 minutes.
규칙적으로 한번 해보세요.
Because when you're exercising and your heart is going faster, you are improving what to your brain?
Circulation.
Yes. Yes.
운동을 하면 어때요?
Swimming's good. Yes. So exercise improves the circulation, the blood flow to your brain. And because we know circulation is category number 1, exercise treat category number 1. Right? Makes sense. Bike, yeah. As long as it's safe, yes. So exercise is number 1. Number 2 is brain exercise.
들어보셨어요? 브레인 엑서사이즈요.
Do activity that make your brain think.
브레인 몸을 위해서 이 엑서사이즈는 마찬가지로 브레인을 좀 쓰시면은 우리가 계획해서 해보기 싫어요. 그렇지만 브레인 엑서사이즈 하면은
Yep. Reading or taking a class, right? Learning a new language, right? Anything to make your brain think. Playing chess, checker, mahjong, right? Your brain has to think. Play what? Play golf? Play golf?
퍼즐.
Puzzle is good. Puzzle is good.
미국 사람들은 매 신문에 나오면 그 퍼즐을 하더래요. 그래서 그걸 배워요.
Yes.
우리 한국에도 한국 신문 보니까 그말 맞추기 그런 거 많이 매주 나오더라고요. 중앙일보에 나오죠.
한국에는요 아주 할머니들 못쓰게 또 이게 서로 계산하는 거하고 하니까 이 손도 움직이고
Because when you're doing brain exercise, your brain cells, they're connecting, they're talking, right? They're communicating. You want your brain cell to communicate.
그러면 우리가 브레인이 하는 일이 그 수억 개 되는 셀이 항상 이렇게 연결해서 통화를 하는데 우리가 브레인 엑서사이즈 활성화하고
지금 이것도 브레인 엑서사이즈
Yeah.
learning is a brain.
Learning is brain exercise. Yes. Yes. Discussion. Yes.
설교 듣는 것도 브레인 엑서사이즈.
Yes. Yes. Did Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing with it. It depends on what you're doing. But if you're only watching TV, does not help your brain. Yeah, it's passive ink. Yes. If you're on your iPhone and you're doing a puzzle to help your brain, that's okay. if you're on your iPhone and you're just watching Netflix, you know, Korean drama, you know, probably not. Nobody watch Korean drama? I watch Korean drama.
They need the entertainment once in a while.
Yes. So you have to do activity to make your brain think. Right? Yeah. Did you know that those who have a high level of education, like PhD, MD, high level education, they have lower risk of Alzheimer's than those with lower level of education? Do you know why? It's not because they're smarter. All the education, they're exercising their brain, right? More extra years of exercise your brain. That's why they have a lower risk of Alzheimer's. Exercise. Sudoku? Sudoku's good? Yeah.
Question. Why Reagan become an Alzheimer patient? He used head so much.
Yeah. Maybe he likes steak. Yeah. Well, maybe he's a cowboy. Maybe he likes beef. Thatcher? Margaret Thatcher? Oh. Did she get Alzheimer's? Oh, maybe she lived in a pollution area. In England, England has a lot of smokestack. So who knows, right? It's many reasons. Number three. Number three is getting enough sleep. Sleep is very important.
사모님 어디 계셔? 잠 좀 주무세요. 낮에 잠 쉬세요.
Yeah. We recommend at least 7 hours of sleep every night. How many of you guys are worried about that sleep problem? Yeah, not every one of us. Very common, right? Poor sleep. Why is sleep important for your brain? Yeah, your brain is recovering from the day, right? So you know how at night we recharge our cell phone, right? We recharge our cell phone. When we are sleeping, we recharge our brain, right? It's a brain recharge. If you're not allowing your brain to rest and recharge, not good for memory. Okay, so at least 7 hours of sleep, very important. So the Alzheimer's plaque. Oh. Yeah, as long as you have deep sleep, but yes, but very important, because if you have interrupted sleep, that's not good. Right. So the three category produce the plaque, right? There's a process of plaque production, the three category. There's also a process of plaque removal that's going on, right? Your body remove the plaque also. When you sleep is when the plaque is being removed the most, during sleep.
근데 시간이 가면서 이 플렉과 떡개가 쌓이기도 하지만은 떡개를 제거하는 또 과정이 있습니다. 그 과정이 언제 생겨나느냐면은 잠자는 것이 상당히 크리티컬하다는 이야기죠.
Yeah. So Alzheimer's is a problem with the imbalance between making too much plaque and not removing enough plaque. So more plaque built up, right? It causes Alzheimer's. It's an imbalance. That's why sleep is important because sleep pull out the plaque. You need that balance. If not enough sleep, then more is being produced.
이게 플라키가 생기는 게 있고 잠을 잘 자서 플라키를 없애는 건데 이게 더 빠르니까 그래서 더 많이 쌓이는 거죠. 그러니까 그만큼 잠자는 것이 상당히 중요하다는 얘기예요.
Yes. Yes. So number four is socializing.
아, 파티를 해야겠다. 네
No.
번째 중요한 거, 파티를 해야 돼요. 소통을 해야 돼요. 재밌게 시간을 보내야 돼요.
Yes. Social life, yes, very important. The research shows that those who socialize on a regular basis have a lower risk of Alzheimer's than those who are home alone all day, not socializing.
연구 보고에 의하면 자주 전화도 보고 얘기도 하고 파티도 하고 그런 학교 생활하는 사람과 혼자서 집에 앉아서 궁상만 떠는 사람
Yeah. Because when you are socializing, your brain cells, they're talking, they're connecting, right?
그냥 친구들만 얘기하는 게 아니라 머리에서 셀들이 얘기를 하는 거예요.
Yeah.
그러니 얼마나 좋아요. 젊어지는 거죠.
When you're home alone all day, no socializing, your brain's not being used, not being working. Okay?
집에 혼자 있을 적에 브레인이
Yeah, that helps.
스톱하고 있어요.
Okay, so what number are we at? I forgot. Oh, we're number 5 now. Okay. See, my memory is bad. So, number 5 is getting your other medical problem under control, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Right?
다섯째 또 진짜 중요한 건데, 그러니까 전반적인 우리 건강 문제, circulation problem, 염증 problem, 혁신 problem, 이것이 under control이 되면은 우리가 건강할 수 있잖아요. 그래서
Yes.
이것이 under control이 되면은 알츠하이머 훨씬 적어진다.
Yes.
그러니까 건강하셔야 돼요.
Because we see the connection between Alzheimer's and high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. So the more you can control your sugar, your pressure, your cholesterol, the lower you lower Alzheimer's. Right?
이 건강 문제를 잘 해결해 주면은 알츠하이머 확률이 훨씬 낮아요. They are all interrelated. 연관.
Okay, number 6. Last one.
오케이, 다섯 번째.
Number 6 is diet, nutrition.
잘 잡으셔야 되겠어요. 근데 한국분들은 이거 문제가 없을 것 같아요. 다들 뭐 잡으시고 뭐 잡으시고 조금 다 골라졌습니다.
Did you know that there is a diet that lower your risk for Alzheimer's?
와, 알츠하이머를 줄일 수 있는 약이 있답니다. 음식이 있답니다.
Yeah, there's one diet that in the research can lower the risk of Alzheimer's by 50%.
50%를 줄 수 있는 음식이 있습니다. 뭘까요? 저는 알아요.
Okay, are you ready for the diet? Okay. I will give you 10 types of food to eat to improve your brain. 10 type of food. Okay? All right. Number 1, green leafy vegetables.
잎사귀가 많은 야채. 뭘까요? 시금치?
Green leafy vegetable, like kale and spinach, right? Green and leafy, right? Green and leafy.
초록색이면서 이파리가 많은 거.
Okay, that's number 1.
원.
Number 2,
두 번째,
any type of vegetable.
야채면 좋습니다. Any kind of 야채.
Vegetable, right? That's number 2. Number 3 is nuts. Nuts,
Nuts.
like walnut, almond, nuts, right? Walnut, almond, pecan, right?
근데 호두는 뒤 알아보면은 꼭 두뇌 같이 생겼죠. 그렇게 생각하시면 호두가 좋은 음식이에요.
Yes, nuts. Number 4,
네 번째,
beans. Bean, black bean, green bean, right? Garbanzo bean, different type of bean. Any beans, right?
You know, I read one time the Okinawa people, 60% of diet was a bean, not a fish.
Right. Okinawa. Yeah, that's the next lecture. Next lecture I will teach you.
All right.
No. Okinawa people, they live to 100 years old. Right? So I saved that for the next lecture, how to live to 100 years old. Okay? Today is Alzheimer's. Without Alzheimer's. Yeah, without Alzheimer's. Okay? So number 4 is bean, right?
Or number 5.
Okay. 4 is bean, right? Okay. Number 5 is berries.
Very.
Blackberry, blueberry, strawberry, right? Right. Berries is number 5. Yes. Yeah, raspberry, all the berries. Number 6 is whole grain. Whole grain. Yeah. You know how they have like whole grain bread, right? Versus white bread, right? Whole grain.
껍데기 벗기지 않은 현미쌀.
Whole grain. And the reason is the fiber that's in the grain. The fiber.
섬유질이 그 안에 있거든요.
Right. Fiber is good for our digestion.
소화기에 좋습니다.
Fiber also lower cholesterol.
또 콜레스테롤을 낮추기도 하고요.
So if you lower cholesterol, you lower heart problem and you lower Alzheimer's problem. Fiber, whole grain. That's from the grain. Yeah. Okay. That's number 6, right? Okay. Okay. Number 7. Number 7 is fish. Fish. Fish has a ingredient in it that make us healthy. Do you know the name of the ingredient that's inside fish? Yeah, omega-3 fatty acid, right? Omega-3. It's like for those who don't eat fish, they take the fish oil pill, right? They have fish oil pill if you don't eat fish. So omega-3 is a strong antioxidant. It lowers inflammation, Right? Omega-3 lower inflammation. So fish lower inflammation.
피시 속에 있는 오메가 3, 고등어, 꽁치.
Right? Yes, that's good. Okay. What number are we? 8? Okay. Number 8 is poultry. Poultry is chicken and turkey, right? The animal with the 2 feet, right? Chicken, turkey, poultry. Yes. Chicken, yeah, chicken and turkey. The white meat. Yeah, chicken and turkey. Not delicious? You didn't like Thanksgiving? Turkey, right? So in this diet, the fish and the chicken replace the red meat. There's no red meat in this diet, right? There's no beef, not in this diet, okay? Because the red beef has the hormone, the antibiotic, right? So
리스트에는 고기가 빠져 있습니다. 소고기. 스테이크 좋아하시는 분은 닷새 먹으시면 주에서 3끼만 드시면
yeah, a little occasional is fine, just not every day. Right? Occasional. Yeah. Oh, genetic. Yeah. But high cholesterol, the total cholesterol is not what's bad. What's bad is the breakdown between the good cholesterol and the bad cholesterol, right? Because if you have high cholesterol, but if most of that is caused by the good cholesterol, not a problem. It's the bad cholesterol that's the problem. Yeah, low density, LDL is the bad. Yes.
콜레스테롤이 높다고 해서 다 나쁜 게 아니고
Yeah.
그 안에 굿 좋은 콜레스테롤이 있고 나쁜 콜레스테롤이 있는데 그 비율이 굿 콜레스테롤 높으면 좋은 거고 요 나쁜
LDL is bad.
많이 있으면은 그거는 안 된다.
Yes.
다 아시는 얘기죠 이거.
Number 9. Yeah.
사모님은 고기를 안 잡수시는데 남구님께서는 매 새끼를 고기를 잡수셔야 되면서
Uh-huh. Right. Really? Yes, genetic. Yes.
오케이.
So number 9,
아홉 번째
number 9 is olive oil. Yes, olive oil. Olive oil is good for your heart and your brain. Olive oil.
hot and bread 양쪽은 다 좋아요.
Yes. The olive oil should replace all the other oil you have at home.
hot brain
Yes. That's number 9. Okay? Last one, number 10. Number 10 is only recommended if you already drink alcohol. Number 10 is 1 glass of red wine.
한
One-
잔, 레드 와인 한 잔,
1 glass.
원 glass.
But if you don't drink alcohol, do not start. Yeah. If you already drink alcohol, a glass of red wine is more healthy than the white wine, than the beer, right?
소주
Or soju, right? 1 glass of red wine.
원 glass
but the glass is not this big. Not this glass, right? Maybe this glass, right? Maybe this glass, not this glass. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Small glass, not big glass. And you cannot save all your glasses to Saturday. Right? You can't drink all 6 glasses at once. Does not work. One small glass. Okay?
이때까지 술을 앉아서 드신 분은 안 드셔도 좋고 술을 아주 좋아하시는 분은 와인 한 잔만 잡수시면
Yes.
장수무강하시리라.
Yes. So
1, 2, 3, you make it on the dot.
3 o'clock. You are done. Yeah.
참 쉽게 얘기를 하고 풍속적이고 네, 재미있게 하셔요.
So for those who are suffering from Alzheimer's at the present time, what's the latest in terms of medication?
Yes, for those already suffering from Alzheimer's, okay? There is 5 medication that has been approved for Alzheimer's. There's 5 available medication. Your doctor should know those medication. Okay? Your doctor should know those medication. So, no. Not really.
지금 저 아프신 분이 계신데 어떡하냐 한 것이 이제 질문이신데 현재로 5가지 약이 FDA에서 어프로브된 게 있어요. 주치 의료선생 모르시면 아십니다.
But you're welcome to come and talk to me, at the office if you need more help. The research we're doing is pretty good. The research we do in my office is to remove the plaque. That's what we do at my office.
지금 현재 선생님 사무실에서 하는 리서치는 그 플래크, 아밀로이드 플래크를 제거시키는 약을 지금 연구하는 중인데 거의 나올 단계에 와 있어요. 나온 것도 있고, 근데 나왔으면 또 그것도 실험을 해야 됩니다.
Yes. So next time, pick another day. I'll come back and teach you how to live to 100 years old.
다음에 또 초청해 주시면 100세 장수의 비결을 제가 가르쳐드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. God bless. Without Alzheimer's. Yes. Yeah. Under 85.